Next on DC News Now, tracking a DMV first warn with snow and freezing rain in the forecast. All that's coming up.
The calm before the storm.
Once we get to 2 inches, that's when the plows will come in.
When you can expect to see road crews around the DMV.
A deadly shooting at Union Station. Why police think the suspect and victim knew each other.
We just don't have the space. There's no way, again, this is going to work out.
A parking fiasco. The troubles federal workers encountered as they head back to the office.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. We're going to get started by talking about the weather. All things looking pretty good right now. We're taking a live look at the Kennedy Center on the right, and then you could see the Key Bridge area there in Arlington, Virginia on the left. We are tracking this winter storm that could make conditions really challenging starting tomorrow afternoon and a pretty messy evening commute.
Absolutely. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. So far, so good right now, but all eyes on tomorrow afternoon.
Absolutely. We're watching this really big winter storm. It almost has that similar path that we dealt with the storm coming in January. And so really the characteristics are the same. It's a beautiful night across the region right now. No big concerns. With high pressure, it's still in West Virginia, 38 under clear skies at this point. And so you have to have a temperature profile that is going to match snowfall. And at this point, it's still quite mild. We need to be at 32 to about 31 degrees. Winds coming out of the north and west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's the storm system as a whole. It's now starting to come together across Arkansas, but look how it's stretching from the plains out towards areas of central Virginia with winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings that are currently in place. And so that's where we have an advisory out towards Hagerstown, parts of eastern Maryland, and then you have a winter storm warning that is down for DC and areas of Culpeper. Many impacts with this storm. More on that coming up.
All right, Janessa, we'll see you then. Several schools and government offices already giving notice about delays and cancellations tomorrow. You can find a full list on our website right now, dcnewsnow.com. Under the purple tabs, there's an alerts drop down. Just click on closings and delays.
And we're talking about all of the preps. They are well underway in D.C. ahead of tomorrow's storm. The mayor's office says that crews started treating areas around these vital government offices earlier tonight.
Yeah, DC News Now's Max Marcilla monitoring the whole process, getting the region ready. So, Max, tell us where crews are now targeting first.
Sure. Well, Chris and Susan, they're targeting these government agencies. We're here at MPD, and you can see these sidewalks. It's the calm before the storm at the Farragut Salt Dome in Northeast D.C. The mountain of salt just hours away from being spread across district streets.
And they're going to be monitoring conditions, ready to activate to keep our roadways, our sidewalks, our bike lanes, all of our public transit access ways safe and clear.
The plan is for the work to start at midnight and have D.C. roads salted and pre-treated before the expected afternoon snowfall.
Once we get to 2 inches, that's when the plows will come in and start plowing snow.
As many parts of our area prepare for 3 to 6 inches of snow, the test is on for crews. Just over a month ago, people in parts of Prince George's County criticized how prepared their agencies were for this early January storm, as snow and ice made some neighborhoods difficult to navigate for days.
Being stuck is not a good feeling, especially for a person with a disability like me.
There is a fear of a repeat for some. Crews in all parts of the DMV say they're prepared and asking for our help.
We would really like people to stay home, if at all possible. Just stay off the roads because it's going to be dangerous conditions out there no matter what.
But for all the hard work,
here we go.
There could be some fun to be had, with many schools already announcing an early dismissal. Perhaps Mother Nature could decide sledding or snowball fights could be in our near future. Okay, so we know these government buildings, the police departments, fire stations, some school buildings, some government shelters, those are buildings that we have just started seeing the pre-treating happening. Now, as far as that snowball fight, because that is of the utmost importance to so many people. Now, we have heard from, let me get this name right, the DC Snowball Fight Association. very important title, a very important group. They say they're monitoring the conditions to see if a repeat of that snowball fight you just saw is in the cards based on the forecast. If it is, that will happen Wednesday morning. Reporting live in Northwest, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
And a lot of big kids eager to have another snowball fight. Max, thank you. In preparation for the wintry conditions, the National Park Service is closing the northern stretch of the George Washington Memorial Parkway between 495 and Spout Run. It's going to close tonight at midnight until further notice. And remember, you can stay on top of this latest winter storm by scanning the QR code you see right there on your screen. That's going to take you directly to our DC News Now weather page. And there you'll find any school closures or delays along with your 7-day forecast. You can also go directly to dcnewsnow.com/weather.
Well, developing now at 9 o'clock, one person is dead after a shooting in the parking garage behind Union Station. It happened around 4:45 this afternoon. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live at Union Station. And Daniel, investigators say it appears the shooter and victim, they knew each other.
Chris, that's why Chief Pamela Smith tonight said she does not believe this was a random shooting, though during the heart of rush hour, certainly disconcerting for people who work and are traveling through Union Station. Now, take a look at this video where you can see the parking garage that is right on the north side of Union Station where this shooting happened. Chief Smith says the victim and shooter entered this glass-enclosed waiting area where several different bus companies park next to. At the time of the shooting, there were about 4 people in the waiting area and not many people walking by outside. Here's how the chief explained what happened and then reaction from an Amtrak customer.
There are no random shooting in this space. We watched them on the video as they were talking to each other, walked into the station, the waiting area together. We saw the decedent take something off of the shooter's person, and then the shooter begins to return fire.
What a terrible place to happen for it to happen at a busy place like this, Union Station, and that's real sad.
Now, this landing between gates D and E was taped off because Chief Smith says after the victim was shot, he ran out of that waiting area in the parking garage and fell down the escalator and collapsed. Now, Chief Smith says several shell casings were found at the scene. Detectives are currently working to get better video of the suspect to figure out who he is. Now, if you have any information, you are asked to call the Metropolitan Police Department. We're live at Union Station. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
And new tonight in Maryland, take a look. A garbage truck fire in Prince George's County causing delays on that inner loop of the Capitol Beltway. And you can see there was just smoke and all of the response happening here. There's the smoke coming from that truck. Firefighters worked to put out the flames. And this all happened around 3 this afternoon at the Route 1 exit. There were some delays, but the scene has long cleared.
Well, still no arrests following a weekend shooting that killed a 16-year-old boy in Anne Arundel County. The shooting happened Saturday night in Annapolis on Holclaw Street near Carver Street. Police are not releasing the team's name because of his age.
And over in Virginia, police arrested a Loudoun County teacher accused of showing up to school drunk. Investigators say that Travis Jones is a teacher's assistant there at Parkview High School and was arrested on campus Friday for being intoxicated. He's now charged with being drunk in public. School officials say that Jones is now on leave.
All new tonight, President Trump is expected to order a crackdown on crime here in D.C. The Washington Post reports the executive order would command federal agencies to clear homeless camps, clean graffiti, and pursue tougher penalties for both violent and petty crimes. The order, which the Post reports could come as soon as this week, reportedly focuses on federal parks. Now, we did reach out to the mayor's office about the report. They told us no comment.
Another pause on Trump's plans to get federal workers to take a buyout. A federal judge in Boston has paused the resignation program. The Trump administration offered 2 million federal workers full pay and benefits through September if they resigned. But unions are continuing to sue, calling the whole proposal illegal. Workers had a deadline that has now been pushed back indefinitely until that judge makes a decision. The Trump administration says 65,000 workers have accepted the offer so far.
Oh, some federal workers who did not take that buyout, they were part of a wave of people who had to return to the office today.
We're talking about thousands of workers driving or taking the metro, which made for a really congested commute throughout the day. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons talked to some workers there in Navy Yard who say that they returned to these buildings that just didn't have enough space for everyone.
Well, nearly 17,000 personnel had to pack into Naval Support Activity Washington here behind me, with less than 5,000 parking spots available. And they're not the only ones concerned about the limited space.
It's going to cost us more money because the people who are returning to work, there's not enough workspace for them. So we have to build more new infrastructure for that influx of people.
Federal workers say the return to work mandate this Monday was a traffic nightmare.
Basically at that capacity now. Fortunately, I think a lot more folks took the bus and metro and VRE and are walking, etc.
NSA Washington had to increase its manpower at the gates and double entry lanes just to get personnel in this morning.
We just don't have the space. This is let this settle down. There's no way, again, this is going to work out.
TSA families also say 2,500 employees had to return to work today at their Springfield headquarters with only 1,400 parking spots and not enough workspace equipment.
That's when they mentioned there is going to be limited space. People might have to tag up on one desk.
TSA released a statement saying in part, currently plans are being developed to address parking and other employee-oriented resources. And NSA Washington is urging federal workers to find parking alternatives and to use public transportation. Meanwhile, the District Department of Transportation even had to adjust the traffic signals to improve the flow. For now, in Navy Yard, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Well, today, dozens of federal workers and their supporters rallied against the Trump administration's decision to effectively shut down the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That agency was created after the 2008 financial crisis. It is best known for its work cracking down against alleged unfair practices by banks and other financial institutions. Monday's rally featured several lawmakers, including Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen. Advocates criticized the president and Elon Musk for their series of actions impacting federal workers.
They do not know whether they're going to have a job tomorrow or a job the next day. These are workers that have dedicated their lives to protecting consumers and serving the American people, and they don't know whether or not they're going to have a paycheck the next day.
Well, Elon Musk posting on X, CFPB RIP on Friday. The Associated Press reports the agency's headquarters is closed this week.